Dude, sometimes you hear news that just breaks your heart, you know? Today's story is unfortunately one of those. We're talking about how a YouTube creator we've known for years didn't just destroy his own career, but completely wrecked his entire family in the process. Look, the social media world is absolutely ruthless. One day you're on top, the next day you're hitting rock bottom. But some falls are different. They don't just take you down, they drag everyone around you into the mess. And that's exactly the kind of story we're diving into today.
Making it on YouTube is tough, but staying successful, that's even harder. Most content creators eventually find themselves walking down one of three paths. First path is the dream scenario, creating genuinely good content and building a lasting career. Second path is when things start feeling stale and you gracefully step back. But then there's the third path, and man, that third path is dark. This third route is what desperate creators choose when things go south, and they're scrambling to get their old popularity back fast. Problem is, this path usually comes with a one-way ticket. Once you're on it, there's pretty much no coming back. Michael Green, the guy behind KidBehindACamera, chose that dark path. But his story isn't just about a YouTuber's downfall. This is about a family getting completely destroyed.
I don't know if you remember, but about 15 years ago, Angry Grandpa videos were absolutely legendary on YouTube. An old guy losing his mind over video games, smashing consoles, ranting about random stuff. Back then, YouTube was this innocent place where people watched videos just to have a good laugh. Those Angry Grandpa videos hit almost 2 billion views total. Think about that, 2 billion. In those early YouTube days, those numbers were insane. People genuinely loved these videos, shared them with friends, had real conversations about whether they were real or fake. Michael was just behind the camera back then. The real star was his grandfather, Angry Grandpa. People showed up for Grandpa, subscribed for Grandpa. Michael was just the guy filming and editing. And honestly, that setup worked perfectly.
In 2017, Angry Grandpa passed away. And that's when everything started falling apart. Michael suddenly found himself with an empty channel. People came for Grandpa, but Grandpa was gone. Normally, the smart move would be to end the channel gracefully, make a few tribute videos, say a nice goodbye, move on with dignity. But Michael chose a different path. And that choice didn't just ruin his life, it destroyed his entire family's future. When the view counts started dropping, Michael panicked. And in his desperation, he took the easy route. Fake drama. Pregnancy lies, divorce theater, staged fights. Every video became another lie. Just look at Michael's recent video titles. Heartbreaking news. She slept with my father. Why we're getting divorced. She stole Angry Grandpa's ashes. All fake, all clickbait, all designed to trick viewers. And the worst part? His kids are in these videos. Think about it. Little children are constantly appearing in content where their parents pretend to divorce, fight, break up, get back together. How is that a normal childhood? Michael has been using his family, his children, in this fake drama for years. People see it, criticize it, but he won't accept any criticism because this fake drama makes him money. He's pulling in hundreds of thousands of dollars a year from YouTube. Last month, this story reached its darkest chapter. Michael's wife, Bridget, called the police. Why? Because Michael beat her. According to the police report, Michael struck his wife multiple times in the face. Officers saw redness on Bridget's face, and when Michael got arrested, you know what he told the cops? My wife told me about an affair she was having, so I slapped her twice. The 911 recordings from this incident are absolutely heartbreaking. Once you hear them, you can never look at this guy the same way again. This isn't just some YouTuber drama. This is a family tragedy. The saddest part of this whole story is the children. Michael has 2 kids, Mia and little Michael. These children have been growing up in the middle of fake drama for years. Now everyone knows their father beats their mother. Think about what these kids face at school, what their friends are saying, what they're reading about their dad online. Is this a normal childhood? Absolutely not. Michael's actions don't just affect him. He destroyed his entire family for his own selfish gains. He threw away his children's future, and now things have reached a point where there's no going back. Here's what I gotta ask. What is YouTube doing about this? Is it right to keep a known domestic abuser on your platform? YouTube will instantly shut down channels for copyright violations, but they're keeping a guy who beats his wife. Is that consistent? I don't think so. Most people watching Michael now are just there to mock him. And here's the ironic part. Those negative comments still make him money. YouTube pays him for every view. So essentially, the platform is paying a domestic abuser. It's hard to see a happy ending to this story. Michael has proven through years of behavior that he's not going to change. Our only hope is that his family gets away from him and can build a normal life. Bridget and the kids need to escape this situation. The children deserve a normal childhood. They need to get away from this environment filled with fake drama and violence. Maybe YouTube will finally take action. Maybe they'll shut down Michael's channel or at least stop him from making money. Because continuing to support people like this just encourages more of the same behavior. Michael Green's story is one of the saddest examples of the social media age. A channel that once made millions of people laugh has become the center of a family tragedy. This story shows us something important. If you're willing to sacrifice everything for internet fame and money, you might actually lose everything. And not just for yourself, for everyone you love too. This should be a lesson for other content creators. There's a line you shouldn't cross no matter how desperate you get for views. When you start using your family as props in fake drama, when you start lying to your audience consistently, when you start hurting the people closest to you, that's when you know you've gone too far. The scariest part about Michael's situation is how it escalated. It started with harmless fake pregnancy announcements and divorce videos. But once you start down that path of manipulation and lies, where does it end? In Michael's case, it ended with domestic violence. His children have been traumatized by years of this fake drama. Now they're dealing with the very real trauma of domestic violence. These kids didn't choose this life, but they're paying the price for their father's choices. I really hope YouTube steps up here. They have a responsibility to their platform and to society. Supporting known abusers sends a terrible message. It tells other creators that there are no real consequences for this kind of behavior. Look, I get it. YouTube is a business. They want to make money. But at some point, you got to draw a line. When someone is using their platform to profit off destroying their family, when they're teaching kids that fake drama and lies are okay, when they're showing violence has no consequences, that's when a platform needs to say, enough. The saddest part isn't even Michael's downfall. It's what he's done to his kids. These children are going to carry this trauma for the rest of their lives. They're going to need therapy, support, love, and hopefully they can get far away from this toxic environment. I really hope Bridget finds the strength to leave and protect her children. I hope the kids can somehow have a normal life after all this. And I hope other content creators see this story and realize that some things, like your family's safety and well-being, are more important than views and money. This isn't just entertainment anymore. This is real life with real consequences for real people. And that's something we all need to remember when we're clicking on these videos and feeding into this kind of content. Let's hope this story serves as a wake-up call for everyone involved, creators, platforms, and viewers alike.